Fiber optic cables. What are they?
First, we need to understand what is a fiber optic or what can be used for. Fiber optics are basically super thin strands of glass or plastic that carry light instead of electricity. Picture a tiny hallway where light zips back and forth, bouncing inside without slipping out. That bounce is called total internal reflection. It's what keeps the light trapped so it can travel really far.
Now, since we know what is a fiber optic cable, now we can learn about how it works. First off, the fiber optic cable works thanks to TIR. You may be asking, what is TIR? According to adventure.com, TIR, or in other words, total internal reflection, is a phenomenon in physics where light rays travel from a more optically denser medium to a less optically denser medium. Now, when TIR hits a critical angle, the ray will reflect fully and not go through the other medium. Now, what's the connection with fiber optic cables? Fiber optic cables uses TIR and critical angles to keep on reflecting the ray from one side of the cable to the other side. Now, this cable is extremely effective because it travels at the speed of light and has almost no energy loss. But what's actually inside that's making all that possible? Fiber optic cables have three layers, which are coating or buffer, cladding, and core. The coating or buffer is usually made of plastic, which has a purpose, which is to cover up the core from any moisture or any type of damage to preserve the core. The cladding, which is made out of glass, surrounds the core of the fiber optic cable and also acts as a coating that reflects light back into the core, which helps maintain a good signal power. And lastly, but most important, the core. The core is made out of extremely thin glass strands of ultra pure glass. The light signals, such as lasers, LEDs, they can be transmitted from the transmitter to the core and goes out through the other side of the cable, which can be received by a receiver.
Fiber optic cables are used in internet networks, medical imaging, sensors, and long-distance communication systems, including undersea cables. In this time, most are used in wars such as the one in Ukraine. Fiber optic cables are also used in IoTs and fiber network systems. Many gamers use this to get peak latency from the game that they are playing. You can use this to play with really well latency and maybe also flex with your friends that you are playing at the speed of light. Literally.
In physics terms, fiber optic cables demonstrate how principles of refraction, reflection, and wave behavior are applied in real-world technology.
Now, since you know how and what is a fiber optic cable, do you think it will be useful in 10 years? Or do you think another technology is going to be meta?